Good afternoon, everyone. Sean Duffy here. I'm with Nick Daniels. He is the president of NATCA, the union that represents our air traffic controllers. As you all know, we're going through a shutdown right now, and in that shutdown, government employees don't get paid. And what I think is critical, especially for us at DOT, is that our air traffic controllers aren't going to get paid during the shutdown. And so just to give you guys a little history, they were paid about 10 days ago, and in that paycheck they got 90% of their pay because most of that pay period fell into September. But they just got notice yesterday on what their pay is going to be for this coming Tuesday, and they got notice that their paycheck is going to be a big fat zero. And so as I've traveled around to talk to the controllers, there's great frustration. There's anxiety because as any one of you look at the expectation that a paycheck comes in and then you plan for that and you pay your mortgage, you pay your car payment, you put food on the table. As these controllers come to work, they have to pay for babysitters, child care. There's a whole host of bills that Americans have that they anticipate that paycheck is going to come in so they can meet those bills. And the stress level that our controllers are under right now, I think, is unacceptable. Now, I want to be clear, there'll be a question about, is the system safe? And I would say yes, it is safe, because if we don't have enough controllers, if we have controllers that are more stressed and less able to do the job, we pay close attention to that, and we will reduce the capacity of airplanes taking off and landing, or we will cancel flights. And so you can and very well may see delays in the system, but that's because our priority is you getting from point A to point B and getting there safely. I'm less concerned about you getting there on time. I want you to be safe. And so as we have seen over the course of the shutdown, what we're day 23, 24, we've had different areas of the airspace, different TRACON centers and towers that have had staffing shortages, and then in certain regions of the country, we've seen delays. And it's not been one place, it's been moving throughout the airspace. I've asked our controllers, please show up for work. And those who do show up for work, I thank them. They're great American patriots who come to work every single day knowing that they don't have a paycheck going into their bank account, even though they're providing critical services to the American economy. So I thank them for coming to work, and I encourage them to continue to come to work as we navigate the shutdown. I do think there's a frustration with our controllers that Hakeem Jeffries, Chuck Schumer, Bernie Sanders, they're all going to get their paychecks, while these men and women who control our skies aren't going to be paid because of the shutdown. I think there's also a frustration that the shutdown is about paying for health care benefits for illegal immigrants. I think our controllers, who again are great Americans, want their Congress to focus on America and Americans, and are asking the question, why is the Congress, why are Senate Democrats focused on health care benefits for illegals? Maybe focus on me and my paycheck and the services that I provide. Open up the government, negotiate, have a conversation, but don't hold them, their paychecks, their families hostage so you can give benefits to illegal migrants. I think that truly is an overarching concern and theme, and I appreciate that NATCA doesn't get political. They don't. But what I think you will hear from Nick is they're asking for the government to open. They're asking for everyone to come together, make sure they all get paid, and then take the time to have conversations, to negotiate. But the answer is never shut down the government. The answer is open the government and then have a dialogue. Come to resolution. Try that approach before you actually shut it down and affect people's travel. By the way, I'm also concerned as we're coming into holiday season, we have more people using our airspace, more people taking flights. And when that happens and they see more delays, I want to make sure every American knows I've done all I can by modernizing the airspace, making sure we have more air traffic controllers. But if you're seeing an increase in shutdowns right now, or delays, not shutdowns, more delays, more cancellations, it is because the Democrats won't open the government back up. Before I turn it over to Nick, I want to mention one last thing. Many of you have reported on the fact that we don't have enough air traffic controllers. We're about 2,000 to 3,000 air traffic controllers short in the system. And I have developed a plan to supercharge air traffic controllers, get more of them into the system. It's going to take, a couple years.
For assistance, please visit a ground transportation counter located in each of the baggage claim areas. We want you to be safe.
We do want you to be safe, and the PA system does work at the airport. But we're supercharging air traffic controllers, bringing the best and the brightest, per the direction of President Trump, into this great profession. It takes time to do that. The academy takes time. Then once they're out in one of the facilities, it takes anywhere from 1, 2, sometimes 3 years to get trained up. And so we're getting word back right now from our academy in Oklahoma City that some of our young controllers in the academy, and some who have been given spots in the next class of the academy, are bailing. They're walking away. They're asking themselves, why do I want to go into a profession where I could work hard and have the potential of not being paid for my services? And so we're seeing that real consequence right now. That affects my ability to continue this surge and get more people, more young, well-trained controllers into our system. And so I want to lay out what's happening, make sure America knows what the consequences are for a foolish shutdown on behalf of illegals, because it has impacts on the traveling public's life as they see more delays in the system. I find that to be unacceptable. I have more value for our controllers that I think we're seeing from the Congress. And again, I would ask our controllers to show up for work, and I would ask Democrats in the Senate to have a vote, open up the government, and then sit down and have a conversation and negotiate. And with that, I'm going to turn it over to the chair of NACA, Nick Daniels, who is, again, we don't agree on everything, but we've been good partners just in the sense of trying to take care of the controllers who work so hard on our